Last time on Duplo's Kids. I'm going to be ranking every single alien from every single animated TV show adaptation of Ben 10. And after I cover the last group of Ben 10 aliens, I'm going to combine all of the videos together for one long special of me talking about Ben 10 aliens. And the way I'm going to rank these is going to be based on my personal bias of all of these aliens. Naturally, we go on to Alien Force. What up? We're back with part 3 of ranking all Ben 10 aliens. Last time we completed Alien Force, so today we're doing Ultimate Alien. But this ranking was a little hard to figure out, because there's not just original aliens, but also the Ultimates themselves, which are just basically evolved versions of previous aliens we've already covered. Also in the classic series and in Omniverse there are fusion aliens. So along with ranking all of the normal aliens, we're going to make a separate video ranking all the ultimates and the fusions, and adding those into the special as well. So this video is just going to be covering all the original aliens from Ultimate Alien. Also, technically one of these aliens appeared first in a movie, but since his first cartoon appearance was an Ultimate Alien, we're going to be classifying him as an Ultimate Alien original. But other than that, let's get to the 11 aliens. I knew I was eventually going to have to talk about this alien. This is... If you can't tell, I hate this alien. Fast Track is by far the most unoriginal, bootleg, absolute garbage alien in the entire Ben 10 series. And just for reference, in the reboot, there is literally an off-brand water hazard called Overflow, and a literal off-brand version of Upgrade called Bootleg! Yet somehow those aliens are still more original than this. So why do I hate this alien so much? Well, it's trying to replace one of my favorite aliens. If you can't tell by his name, his power's super speed. He's the speed alien. But he's not only the slowest speed alien, but he has no other powers. He's just speed! This alien is really just an off-brand version of Accelerate. And JerryRig was a better speed alien because of the fact that he could not only fly, but also shoot lasers that could numb the nervous system. So this alien is not only the slowest speed alien, but he has no other powers to boot. Okay, what about his design? He looks like an off-brand version of the Flash from DC. If there was an alien that actually looked like a superhero, it would be Fast Track, and it's a crappy-looking superhero. Like, look at Accelerate. He's a literal reptile or lizard. And being from a state that has a lot of lizards, I can tell you, those little guys are fast. And plus his sleek-looking design with the mask and the wheels, it just adds to the fact that he's supposed to be the speed alien. While this guy looks like he belongs in the roster of aliens from the reboot. In short, Fast Track is just a cheap ripoff of XLR8 with a crappier design, slower, and he's just genuinely a worse speed alien. Oh yes, you. This is... JerryRig! Not my favorite alien, but he's pretty good. Basically, JerryRig's power is the ability to destroy stuff really well and put it back together. Which that's basically what gray matter was. And honestly, I like JerryRig. Like, not the Ultimate Alien version, this just looks ugly. Personally, I like the Omniverse design better. Like in Ultimate Alien, he looks like an actual demon, while in Omniverse, he looks like a gremlin. Which honestly, it looks better as a gremlin than a demon. A demon really doesn't work. Barring that, JerryRig is really good at destroying things and putting them back together, or making new things that might be better than what he already destroyed. And honestly, in my opinion, JerryRig's way better than gray matter. How did this alien only appear in one series? He's unique. But anyway, this is... Chameleon! And if you can't tell by his name, he's the only alien that can actually go invisible. I mean, yeah, there's Ghost Freak, but he goes invisible and intangible at the same time. But that's more like Big Chill. No, this alien actually goes physically invisible. Or at least it can camouflage itself to where it can blend into its surroundings. And honestly, even though it doesn't look like a chameleon and it looks more like a salamander, it's still a really cool design. Like, how did this alien only appear in Ultimate Alien? Like, it's cool. In short, Chameleon's a unique addition to the Omnitrix, and I really like him. Well, if it isn't the smallest alien in Ben 10. This little guy's name is... This is the alien I was talking about earlier, which whenever somebody makes a video like this, usually puts Nanomeg in the Alien Force roster. And the reason why is because of the fact that Nanomeg didn't first appear in Alien Force. He actually first appeared in a live-action movie called Ben 10 Alien Swarm. Now, personally, I haven't watched this movie because of the fact that I watched a clip from a different live-action Ben 10 movie, and live-action gray matter will forever haunt my nightmares. But anyway, Nanomech is basically a little alien microchip, aka he is tiny. This guy is literally the size of a fly. So I'm sure there's gonna be the people like, why is he this high on the list? Well, it's simple. He's my favorite tiny alien. Like, seriously, he's the size of a fly, so he's going to be pretty hard to see. Also, he can get into cracks of armor and destroy it from the inside. And plus, he can shoot a tiny little laser out of his eye, which is really cool. He's probably the most unique tiny alien, that's why I love him. But other than that, Nanomech's an amazing little guy. Oh, you. This is surprisingly a really cool alien for being a knockoff of another alien. But if you can't guess by Edel's name, he's basically like Upchuck. He eats something, he can expel it in an energy blast. Except, unlike Upchuck, who throws up the energy blast, Edel shoots the energy blast from the antenna on his head. When it comes to design, Ultimate Alien Edel looks really crappy. Like, no. He is way too robotic. But Omniverse fixed that by actually making him look like a beetle. So that's why Omniverse is my favorite design of Edel. All I have to say other than that is, even though he's another knockoff alien, if I had the choice between Edel and Upchuck, Edel every day, baby. Hey, one of the most underrated aliens in Ben 10. This is... And this electric alien is pretty cool, actually, and I don't see him getting talked about that much. First off, I love his design. It's like a jellyfish. It's really cool and creative for the type of alien he's supposed to be. Also, this alien can fly, which is very useful. I mean, how many electric flying aliens are there in Ben 10? Also, he can breathe underwater, which makes sense because, he is a jellyfish. But other than that, Amphibian's probably my second favorite electric alien. Amphibian's really cool. Hey, another unique alien. His name is... And if you can't tell, he's a giant sea turtle. But with some really cool and unique powers. And Terraspin's power is that he literally becomes a giant fan and he spins around and creates a vortex of wind that is very powerful. Like, powerful enough to create a tornado. He's the only Ben 10 alien that uses wind as a power. And it's a really cool power in my opinion. And plus, I really just love his giant sea turtle design. I really like it. What can I say except...
I like turtles!
Hey look, another godlike alien. This is the one and only... aka the second strongest alien next to Alien X in the Omnitrix. And I know that there's going to be the non-Ben 10 fans that are going to be like, how is this piece of tin even close to the same strength as Alien X? Is he as durable? No. He got one-tapped by an average blaster shot. What about powers? There you go. Clockwork has the ability to control time. He can glimpse into the past using his wind-up thing on his head. He can slow down time to make himself faster than everything else around him. Oh yeah, and he can shoot a giant laser beam. And it's not an ordinary laser he shoots a time beam. What's a time beam? A time beam is a laser beam that rapidly ages something or someone so quickly that they eventually turn to dust. And he shoots a giant one of these time lasers out of his chest. So just as easily as Clockwork can be one-tapped, he can one-tap you. Like, when it comes to physical abilities and strength and durability and stuff, he's nowhere near Alien X strength. But when it comes to that specific power, he is one of the most powerful aliens in the Omnitrix, and the second strongest. Not much to say about Clockwork except he's one badass clock, and if you mess with him,
your time is up.
Ah, the only fire alien gone nuclear. Nice. This right here is
Energy!
And just like XLR8, it's not energy, it's NRG. Honestly, a lot easier to say than XLR8. But anyway, NRG is a walking furnace. He gets hot. He can make his armor red hot. And he can shoot a concentrated beam of heat out of his faceplate. Oh yeah, he can also turn the ground to molten rock. But you're probably wondering, why do I keep referring to his body as armor? That's because it is armor. This is what NRG really looks like. And the reason why he has to stay in his armor is because he's radioactive. And if he's out for long enough, if anyone were to even get near him, they could drop. And if you know what I mean by drop, then you get why he stays in the armor. Also, this form of NRG consumes pure, well, energy. NRG is a really cool looking alien too. I mean, look at that armor, dude. That looks sick. But other than that, all I had to say about NRG is DOPE. Oh yeah, the only alien that's part animal, part power tool. This is... If you can't tell by his name, he is an armadillo. That's also a drill. His powers are pretty straightforward. He's big, he's durable, and his hands are drills. Actually, they're more like jackhammers. But he's simple. He drills into the ground, and he hits really hard. I mean, his hands are jackhammers, for Christ's sakes. What do you expect? But what really wins me over with Armadillo is his design. He just looks so cool. I love how big and menacing he looks. And the way his claws retract into his hand whenever he uses his drill part, God, that is cool. And plus, other than just his name, you can tell that he's an armadillo still. The dude has a tail. One of the more simple bruiser aliens, but my god, Armadillo rules. Only now I'm realizing I have a weird taste in aliens. This is... And yet again, he's an alien that has completely original powers. His power is you see those holes in his hands? He can shoot water from them. And I mean like fire hydrant or fire hose power. And I know water's droplets are pretty light, but when you get a bunch of water together, it's heavy. And this attack honestly would probably hurt like hell. But that's not why he's at the top here. Another reason why he's up here is because he has an extra ability, other than being able to throw hands like Jackie Chan. He can absorb the moisture from the air. And just to give you an example, dry air is not only hotter, but just worse than moist air. And Water Hazard can make the air drier than Arizona in the summer. Oscilla's design's just really cool looking. Like, it's clear he's supposed to be some kind of crustacean. But Water Hazard's not only just a really cool looking alien, but he's also the only alien that can shoot water out of him and absorb the moisture out of the air. That's just cool. Ultimate Alien, Oscilla UAF, completely and utterly done. All that leaves is Omniverse. And obviously the Ultimates and Fusions. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd rank these aliens differently, let me know in the comments. I'd love to see different opinions. But other than that, I'll catch you guys next time. Like the video, or Armadillo is gonna come demolish your house.
I can't find him. I can't find him.
I will fly to Texas and kill you.
I can't find him. I can't find him.
Leave them alone.
I can't find him.
Leave them alone. I swear to... No,